I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Good to see you.
Good to see you. How are you doing? Did I ask that
Oh,
already?
I'm doing well. We made it into New Year and all the
Great.
exciting things that come with that. So we're doing well. How about yourself?
Nice. I'm doing well too. Thank you. Started the year very well off, and yeah, I'm grateful. I would suggest we just jump right into it. What's your name and which gender are you attracted to?
My name is Caleb, and I am attracted to and date women.
Perfect. What's your age and what's your height?
I am 33, and I am 5'9".
Okay. And what do you do professionally at the moment?
I am a solutions consultant.
Oh, nice. Which country are you from and where are you located at the moment?
I'm from the United States, and I live in Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta, Georgia. Okay. You're the second one from Atlanta now. That's crazy. Okay. And are you open for a long distance relationship?
I am. Yes, in general I am. There's definitely things have to it makes sense and all that.
Mhm.
But yes, I'll say generally speaking, yes, I am.
Okay. So usually when you do a long distance relationship, you wish or plan for it to end at some point. Do you have a time frame in your mind or you
Oh
don't
well,
know
the
yet?
the distance definitely has to end at some point. Because we're probably going to get into it with your further questions, but
Yeah.
I'm ultimately looking for my wife, and
Yeah.
I don't. And it's not very conducive for a marriage if you're not living
Of
together.
course. Yeah. Okay, because some people say maybe okay, 6 months in I don't know, in 6 months I would want it to end, or in 1 year, or not more than 2 years. I don't know. Do you have a time frame in your mind, or I don't know, you're flexible like that and you just tell yourself, I just go with the flow kind of thing?
Uh, I think to be able to manage a relationship, there is a certain level of going with the flow you have to have. But ideally, if I was in a long distance relationship, I would not want the distance to last longer than a year because my
Okay.
thought process is that once I identify that this is the person I'm trying to be with, it's not going to take me a long time to
Mhm.
get the wheels turning towards
Yeah.
getting a proposal going.
Okay, perfect. Do you speak other languages than English?
Not fluently, I can understand a little bit of Spanish.
Okay, so if a Spanish lady seeing this, are you open to it or you just want someone who speaks English?
I would be open. She's got to have some pretty good English. So I'm
Okay.
willing to learn the Spanish, but and so I would understand a little bit of what she's saying. But ideally,
Yeah,
she'd have to be at least bilingual with English and Spanish.
great. Are you religious and are you interested in someone who's religious?
Yes, I am a Christian, and I look to be with a woman that's also a Christian.
Okay. And I assume that would be the next questions. I mean, you just mentioned it. Yes, you see yourself getting married, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. Have you been married before or ever?
No, I have not.
Okay, great. Do you have children and can the other person have children?
I do not have children, and I would prefer that I be with someone or date someone that doesn't have children.
Okay. Something else. What do you enjoy to do in your free time?
Oh, I'm very pretty much always getting into something. If I didn't have to work a job, I would play basketball all the time.
Oh,
So
nice.
I'm in the gym playing basketball 3 to 4 times a week. I go to shows and concerts and things that are randomly going on. Since I live here in Atlanta, there's always some type of event going on. I've also do some. I've written like spoken word pieces, so I've gotten to perform spoken word a little bit, or I enjoy being able to see others do it. And I've written a few books too, so I do some time like writing and stuff. So I'm doing a lot of different things all the
Nice.
time. Being bored is definitely not something that I have a lot of time for.
Nice. You said you write books. What type of books do you write? Like, what are the subjects about?
Yeah, so they're just about things that I see. I pretty much use my life as the lessons I've learned to try to help encourage people in the areas of what they're trying to go, where they're going through. Like just a really small example is my first book was when I wrote it when I was 25, and I was trying to encourage the reader who would be coming up to that point about some of the lessons I learned up to that point about getting your first job or going to college or being able to have dynamic relationships with your parents and your family. And
Nice.
so some of the stuff I learned up to that point and the kind of uh kind of mindset I have with all the books I've written has come from some type of space or season that I've had different lessons I've learned, and so
Mhm.
uh, so yeah, that's kind of how I've written these works from.
Nice. How many books have you written so far?
I've released six, and in a couple months I'll be releasing my seventh book.
Wow, wow. And what's your favorite book? Like, what's the favorite title?
uh, my favorite one is probably the one I wrote called Black Father, Black Son.
Mhm.
And just because of the fact of like the heart behind the book was to give black children an opportunity to get wisdom from black men
Mhm.
that would that they may not have had in their own lives. And
Mhm.
so I tapped a bunch of different men, got in contact with a bunch of different men that I knew in different spaces of life. They were their grandfathers, fathers, doctors, lawyers, all kinds of different areas, and just had them give wisdom as if they were giving it to their son. And then I put it
Mhm.
into the book, and then the readers were able to just get kind of the unique experiences of black men to give wisdom to their children.
Wow, that's very inspiring, very interesting. Wow. I mean, I'm just curious, sorry.
It's
But
all good.
let's move on. Nice. Do you expect your partner to contribute into the household financially?
No, I don't expect her to. I my desire is that she has the full autonomy to whether she wants to work or not.
Mhm.
She'll be able to do that. So if she wants to be a CEO of a Fortune 500 company, hey, go for it. I'm rooting for you. And if she wants to be a stay-at-home mom with the kids, then hey, I'm rooting for you. So I don't
All
expect her.
right.
I don't
Okay.
expect her to contribute. I want her to have the ability to be able to do whatever that she.
Are there
So
other ways?
I'll say it this way: regardless of however much money that she makes,
Mhm.
the ability for us to live, I want that to fall on my shoulders.
Mhm.
So when she brings money into the house, even if she makes more money than I do, I don't. My focus is that that money that she brings into the house will be for extra things. We go on trips, or we go out
Mhm.
to eat, or we just do really cool things. But in terms of us being able to have a mortgage, cars, food, that is what I would have be on my shoulders. So whether that's everything and she doesn't bring like an actual income in, or if she is bringing an income, I want the things that sustain our life to fall on my shoulders. And I don't want her to have the concern that she has to work or has to stay
Mhm.
home. I want her to fully be able to do and make a decision of whatever she wants to do. And that's why I've been doing certain things in my career to position myself to where the income that I bring is going to be able to sustain that for my family.
Perfect. Um, I didn't even ask. Do you want kids in the future? I mean, I assume yes, but do you answer?
Yes, I absolutely want children. Yes, I want to be a father.
And do you know already how many? I know you all. I mean, it's not for you to decide by yourself. Also, God decides. But do you already have a number in mind so that the woman who comes into your life knows what she's dealing with?
I want at least two.
Mhm.
Yeah, I want at least two. I just don't want to have an only child because I want them to have someone to grow up with and
Yeah.
be able to live life with. So at least two.
Beautiful. Okay. What are your deal breakers in a partner?
So I really only have one deal breaker, and then I have some strong preferences. So my deal breaker is that I want a woman that is like who loves Jesus for herself and has a relationship with God. That's my one deal breaker. And then my strong
Mhm.
preferences, I mentioned you already asked about women with children. I prefer to date women that don't have children.
But do you have a deal breaker in terms of behavior, or I don't know, if she does something in a relationship where you're like, I cannot deal with that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like people that are like very like downtrodden, like they're woe is me, very victimhood, like they're victim mentality type of
Mhm.
people. That a woman that has that mindset is not something that's attractive to me. And the reason why I said the deal breaker about Jesus is that like if they have that, then all the other things kind of align with with other things that I would appreciate. So with a grace that I would hope that a woman has, with a peace that she brings,
Mhm.
with a kind of cooperative spirit. So I really desire cooperation. A woman that's wise, so she's like she can understand and be able to see different things. But I really appreciate people that are problem solvers, not just
Mhm.
problem like kind of they just wallow in problems. So
Mhm.
I hope that kind of answers that for you.
Yes, but could you explain the thing with Jesus again? I'm not sure if I understood that correctly.
Yeah, so I want a woman that has her own relationship with Jesus. Like
Oh, okay,
she
okay.
so I'm not trying to be the one that helps her get saved and all those things. So she already is reading and studying the Bible. She is
Mhm,
going to church on her own. She has relationships with women and community that is following Jesus already. Now, there's
mhm,
obviously levels to it, and I'm not saying that she needs to be like a pastor or something like that. I almost prefer that she's not, but I want that to already be established for her coming
okay.
into the relationship.
Okay, so if that is not established, that's like a deal breaker.
I think it's a conversation because it depends on what it looks like. 'Cause I think that there's different kind of things. Like I've met women that, for example, they just don't see the point of going to church, and so that's
Okay.
going to be a point. That's where we're going to have a point of disagreement.
Yes.
And
Okay, I understand.
I'm not in the business of trying to convince women of things that they have already decided.
Mhm.
So if they decide that, that's fine. I'm not going to make her change her mind. Uh,
Yeah.
uh, so that's kind of how I'm moving that.
Okay, understandable. Thank you. What are your physical preferences? You mentioned a little bit, but
Yes, I like melanated women. Now, it's not to say I will not consider, Caucasian or Asian women. It's just I tend to prefer Black and Hispanic women.
Mhm,
I like athletic women. So, uh, yeah, I like athletic women. Generally speaking, I want them to be smaller than I am. So,
mhm.
like I said, I'm 5'9", so I would prefer that she was shorter than 5'9", but
Yeah.
I'm not like discriminating against a woman that's taller than that. Um, and I think a good kind of gauge of like size is that I would prefer that she weighs less than I do.
Yeah.
So I'm not
I
saying that she
mean,
has to be skinny, but
yeah.
and I actually don't really like really small women, but just weighing less than I do. I weigh 190 pounds.
Mhm.
So, if she weighs less than me, that'd be good for me.
Look, that's your preference. You should get what you desire. Good. So, what are you looking for in a partner character-wise?
I am looking for, so I mentioned again like the kind of problem solver
Yeah.
type of thing. I don't know if this is part of character, but when I think about my ideal wife, I think about somebody that I can enjoy, like basically just sitting on a couch or at a table in a coffee shop with, but then also the same person we can be on a tropical island and enjoying the beach together. The
Mhm.
person that I'm able to be in both of those environments with, and enjoying being in both of those places with, is somebody that I'm looking for in a wife. If I'm in a position where life is lifing, like it's challenging, and I don't want to have to be dealing with the challenges of life with anybody else other than her, that's like who I want to be with. So it's truly like being with my favorite person, my best friend, is what I'm looking for.
I understand, but you didn't describe her. How is she? Is she, I don't know, does she have humor? Is she, okay, loyal is basic, but caring, loving? I don't know. All these standard things. Maybe there's more, but some people are very precise. Maybe you have something more, but if that's it, then I'll just move on.
I mean, all the adjectives that you gave are definitely
Mhm,
what I desire is the caring, loving. I want an intelligent woman, so I really
mhm,
enjoy conversation. And I'm not saying she has to be interested in the same things that I am. Matter of fact, if she's not, that's great because then we have
mhm,
areas in which we can grow and learn between the two of us. But I would love somebody that isn't. I mean, their idea of engagement is engaging conversation is just whatever's happening on social media. Like I
yes,
really like to talk about unique or engaging things, and
mhm,
so that's the type of things I. So I want an intelligent woman, and all the like I said, you said caring, loving,
mhm.
humorous. Like I am definitely goofy. Like I have an interesting type of humor where I just kind of bring up random stuff, and sometimes you just got to go there with me. I and she don't gotta think it's I think it's funny. But she's like, oh, that's my man. So like, I really appreciate just practical jokes and stuff like that, and so humor is definitely something I want. It's truly like being able to enjoy being with that woman.
Okay, perfect. When was your last relationship and why did it end?
I would say my last relationship was in 2024.
Mhm.
So for the majority of 2024, it ended at the end of 2024. So just over, I guess it's just been over what, 13 months. It ended because she wanted to take a step back from us.
Mhm.
She felt like she was occupying the space that some other woman actually supposed to have. So she thought that, yeah, she thought that I would be better for somebody else. And I think that part of my part to play in that was just not really recognizing, like I was so sure about where I was trying to go with us,
Mhm.
and I think I was down the road and not being so much aware of where she was. So
Mhm.
I needed to be a bit more aware of where she was in our relationship, and so for me, one of those things is that I'm just being a bit more attentive to
Mhm.
not so being so systematic and focus driven that I have to also
Mhm.
be in tune with where the woman is with me.
Mhm. But did she explain any further, or she was just like, it doesn't fit anymore? I don't know. Did she elaborate a little bit more, or yeah, explain?
I mean, that was kind of the gist of it. There was just some moves that I was trying to make that I think was, and I was purposely trying to move the relationship forward. Like I'm
Mhm.
thinking like, engagement and all those types of things. I was trying to
Mhm.
move us forward. And I think that she that was kind of the gist of it, is that she felt like I was going to be better, like there was somebody else out there that had been better for me than herself. And so we didn't get much more. I didn't try to dig much more than that because I had known her really well. And so I felt like when she was making certain decisions after that conversation that she was pretty resolute, and something, monumental would have had to shift to change her mind.
Okay. How long were you guys together, if I may ask?
About a year.
Oh, okay. Okay. Um, what's the age range that you're looking for?
Between 27 and 35.
Okay. And yeah, we arrived at the body camp. So that went fast. Oh my gosh. Okay, so please put your phone somewhere, go to the back and do a little 360.
Okay, let's see. All right, I'm gonna just, so I can move the camera. I'm just gonna do this real
Mm-hmm.
quick.
Yes. Perfect. And now a little 360. Nice. Okay, come back. All right. We're almost done. So please let us know, what are two flaws of yours? Things you feel like you need to work on, or things that you have been criticized in your last relationship about. Yeah.
So I kind of brought it up with the, like, I can be serious and kind of
Mhm.
systematic. So what I'm working on and what I will be what I have been working on is to be a bit more relaxed.
Mhm.
I can see a vision where I like to go, and I can think of all the steps to get there. But in a
Mhm.
relationship, there has to be a certain kind of flow and dance in order to really manage the relationship. So I'm working on being a bit more relaxed. I
Mhm.
think, and another thing that I am working on, um, or that I've, or a flaw that I need to consider, is that I can be, well, one thing that I guess I've been criticized about, or feedback that I've received, is that I can come off as dismissive.
Mhm.
And my heart isn't to be dismissive. Sometimes when I'm presented with conflict, my mindset is to try to diffuse it. And I think some of
Mhm.
the words that I'm using to diffuse it come off like I don't care about the situation. And so I'm
Mhm.
working on trying to figure out better language in those types of interactions to not make the person feel like I don't care. Because I'm
Mhm.
simply just thinking, oh, this is probably not a good time for this conversation because we're heated, or you're heated, or whatever, whoever's heated. I'm not trying to make it think that I don't care. So seeming like I'm dismissive, I'm trying to work on language to not seem dismissive, and then not trying to be so serious as
Mhm.
well.
That's nice. I feel like the second point is very important, so I think it's good that you're working on that. Good. So we had the last question. Why would a lady be lucky to be with you?
Um, I would say a woman would be lucky and blessed to be with me is because you'd have somebody that is truly in her corner. that is seeking to serve you and then our future family as we move forward in life. Seeking to be your cheerleader along all of the different aspects of the things that you go into and get to do. Um, but it's truly, someone looking at to really enjoy the life that we would live together and also be able to really positively impact other people that would be around us. So you'd have somebody that would be truly your best friend.
Beautifully said. I think you're a great catch. I think your lady will truly be lucky, and I hope you find your future wife. So we are already at the end. Please spell out your Instagram name, but I will also write it in the description box so that if people maybe didn't. Anyway, I'll just spell it out and I will write it in the description box. So spell it
Yeah,
out,
no
please.
problem. Yeah, so it's DJSOAP 92. So
Perfect.
DJ Soap
So
92.
okay, so for the ladies, not for the guys, oops. For the ladies, if you're interested in Caleb, did I pronounce it correctly? Because I've seen on your Instagram that everybody's pronouncing your name wrong.
Yes, this is a thing. That is definitely a thing. That is
Okay,
definitely a
so
thing.
if you're interested in Caleb, and if you may be shy, you can come for me and contact me directly, or you can text him directly on Instagram. And yeah, may the best lady win. Yes.
Well, I look forward to what's going to come. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. If I have any news, I will let you know. And from here on, I will wish you a happy 2026 and a good start into the new year.
All right. Well, same to you as well. Thank you for your time. I appreciate you.
Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.
And bye.